Season 6 of NBC's The Wall premiered last week, where Steve Hardiman and his son Seth delivered one of the largest wins in the show's history, walking away with an incredible $1.6 million prize. Let's talk about it. So joining me now is the host and executive producer, Chris Hardwick. Great to meet you. Thank you so much for joining us. And for those, though, who have maybe not seen The Wall, tell us about it.
The Wall is, on the surface, if you haven't watched an episode, it looks like a big flashy game show. There's this 4-story wall, and there are 2 contestants per episode that have some relationship to one another. They can be friends, they can be partners, they can be, in Steve and Seth's case, father and son. And one person goes in front of the wall and they drop different balls down the wall that hit these pegs randomly and fall in dollar amounts. But what they're trying to guess is how well their partner will answer trivia questions behind the wall. And the person behind the wall has no idea what's going on during the show. They don't know if they're getting questions right or wrong. They don't know if they're up or down. So it is just that part of it. It's just a super fun game show. But the element that I think really makes the show work is that the people that come on are just these incredible examples of humanity that you really get pulled into the stories. So it is a game. It's like it's so funny. Sometimes I get texts from people who are like, "Why am I crying at a game show?" Like, it's just this real emotional roller coaster. And it's an incredible job. I've loved doing it the past 6 years, almost 10 years actually.
That's crazy. Yeah, and I'm sure when you bring in the audience like that, we're more invested, right? When you have the story of the people who are actually on the show, you're rooting for them at that point once you get to know them a little bit. So what can folks expect this season overall?
So far, The Wall has given away about $35 million in our 6 seasons, and I think we end up giving away around $6 million this season, which is a lot for a game show. And so you just see story after story of people that do incredible things, that have generally sacrificed for other people, given more to the world than they've ever gotten back. And so this is really kind of their shot to come on and hopefully, get some really wonderful wins so that they can take that back to their family. A lot of times you find out how it's going to, go back into their community. So it really is a beautiful show, and it's also just a fun show to watch at the same time.
Right, beautiful and entertaining, the best of both worlds, right? So what would you say, though, is your favorite part about the show?
It's really getting to know the people. I really treat the show kind of like a podcast. I've done a podcast for 15 years. And so I just kind of talk to them and I get to know them. And for me personally, it's just kind of learning who they are and getting life advice from people who've done incredible things. And so it really is just having this emotional connection and getting to know them and rooting for them. And I really just kind of feel like I'm there. We were talking about Talking Dead before. It's like, okay, well, I was there to sort of guide people through the emotional roller coaster of The Walking Dead. Here, the stakes are very real. And I feel like I'm there to help kind of guide the contestants through their journey. And hopefully they have a wonderful time. And hopefully by the end of it, they leave with a lot of money. So seeing really great people have their lives changed in a matter of an hour is incredible. It's just an incredible gift of a show.
And it just sounds like so much fun. So other than Steven and Seth, do you have any other huge moments on the show that really stick out?
I mean, literally every episode, no 2 episodes are exactly the same. And you'd think, well, how is that possible? It's, there's only a couple of possible outcomes. But the complexity of the stories, people, even with Steven last week, who won the $1.6 million, was an off-duty police officer who ran to the Pentagon during 9/11. The couple who was on just a few days ago were Navy veterans and a firefighter paramedic who responded to a call of a newborn that had been surrendered to a safe haven box. And ultimately, they ended up adopting her. So it's just, every story is just some incredible piece of humanity that, I mean, when you watch the show, hopefully you finish the show and you feel happier and elated and hopeful. It's a really great show.
Well, Chris, it sounds like something we really need right about now, right? With everything going on in the world, we need something that's just going to make us smile and happy and root for our fellow man. So tell everyone when and where they can watch.
Yes, thank you. It's The Wall is on Monday nights on NBC, 9 Eastern and Pacific, and then the next day it's on Peacock. So you could, after watching your broadcast, people could go right to Peacock and watch. They wouldn't have to wait until the next episode on Monday.
Well, Chris, it has been such a pleasure to meet you. Thank you so much for joining us, and here's to another great season.
Thank you so much for having me. I really appreciate it. I hope you have a wonderful day.
Thank you, you too. And everyone at home, if you would like to see this interview again, just head to First Coast News Plus.